Buddy, how are you doing? How are we doing, guys? GM. 20 minutes left until some economic events. Will be pretty interesting. Guys, how are you doing? And welcome to the stream. If you are to the stream, make sure to let me know in the live chat if you're out here. We've got Christian, we've got Champuru, Mr. Helper, Beta Fish Life, Danish, Kyle Crypto, Sapudits, Serpent God. You are part of my day now. I wait for you to live stream every day after I get home from work, 5:30 a.m. 12-hour shifts. That's insane, man. That's insane. Crazy work for you. But welcome to the stream. Yeah, I feel like everybody has got like the videos and live stream kind of part of their daily routine, you know. I quite like it myself. It's also part of my daily routine to just analyze the markets and then do a show on it and also make a video about it. But yeah, that's how you should want it to be, right? Just a good routine every day and rely on something. Also, Equanos, yo, glad I bought the dip last night. Well, good job if you did, man. Good job if you did. If I'm being honest, very nice. I also bought the dip. I even was buying the dip a bit like on stream. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I was telling you, oh, I'm buying now. And like, but everybody was bearish in the chat, kinda. So it was like very weird yesterday night. But I was telling you, we're hitting a massive level of support, and I think the market was overreacting quite a bit yesterday night. So in the end of the day, it was a good decision to buy more. But we've also got Equanos. Welcome to the stream. GKMA, Mike Pensy, here we go again, let's go. Rose, great content, man. Well, I just started, guys. We still need to get into the alpha, but yeah, I get what you mean, like, just in general, right? Great content, like every update video, etc. The streams, usually they're pretty good. I'm at work listening, well, Rolandas. I hope we will not scream or say anything too crazy for you. I hope you've got headphones on. But great, man, to have you here. Also Johan, Amigo, and I'm getting a notification that Sui is up plus 5% today in the last 24 hours. Absolutely great to see. All right. Amigo, welcome to the stream, amigo. And yeah, everybody, welcome to the stream. Anyways, we've got some nice economic data coming in 16 minutes time. Not many people are focused on this. Not many people are realizing this. But I think, like I shared in today's update video this morning, I think this data has become increasingly more important. Some people expected Jerome Powell yesterday to tell you, literally to put it on a plate right in front of you. Some people expected him to tell you, okay, we're gonna look at rate cut probabilities next month or in September. But he didn't. He didn't say blindly outright, okay, we're gonna cut rates. And because of that, people sold off because the probabilities were higher for rate cuts. And the probabilities have been readjusting quite a bit. But I think the market was overreacting a significant amount. Because yes, even though the probabilities have been getting readjusted. Oh, let me, by the way, remove this starting text. But even though, yeah, the probabilities have been readjusted quite a bit. Well, I do not think that anything really has changed from the data. From like, the only thing that has changed is him saying, okay, we just need to still have a look into the data. And like, if the data is going to be bad, well, no rate cuts are going to be happening. You know, for us, bad for the markets. If the data is going to be good, well, then rate cuts are going to happen. You know, that's the only thing he said, okay? I'm just gonna have a look into the data. I don't think it's anything too special. I don't think it's anything too insane. I mean, he must say this because hypothetically, if he was gonna say, oh yeah, we're looking at rate cutting in September, he knows what kind of an effect it's gonna have. He knows market's gonna be very bullish about that. He knows all of this. But then what if, hypothetically, right, he told that rate cuts are going to happen most likely in September. They're preparing for rate cuts. But what if the data then is coming in very bad, like a very strong economy? Then there's no point of cutting the rates for him. So then, if he's not gonna cut the rates in September, people are gonna tell him, oh, but you should have cut the rates. You told us you're gonna cut the rates. Like, that's the reason why he's not telling you guys that he's gonna cut the rates for sure, okay? But he could still do it. He was telling, let's look at the data. Let's look at the data. If the data is telling us to cut rates, we're gonna cut rates. But we do not want to be too quick. You know, that's the thing what he was saying during this meeting. And that's why I think it has gotten increasingly more important to have a look into the actual data. If it's going to be suggesting a strong economy, that's going to be bearish for the markets. People also don't realize this, how this is affecting the markets. A strong economy, it's a little bit weird, right? Because the market actually wants a weak economy. Now, I also have an opposing view on this, but the market really wants a weak economy. Because why? Because with a weak economy, more, how do you call it? Like, more stimulation needs to be happening by the Fed. So, if you have a weak economy, the economy can be stimulated by the Fed, for example, by more money printing or lowering the interest rates. And that is what the market wants. That is why we want actually a weak economy. Because if that happens, well, we're going to see lower interest rates, probably. If we're going to see a strong economy, a strong labor market, Jerome Powell has said that the labor market is the most important thing to have a look into right now. Well, if we're going to see a strong labor market in these conditions, Jerome Powell is not going to cut any rates. If we're going to see a weak labor market and the labor market weakening, well, then Jerome Powell is going to cut the rates because, the economy needs to be stimulated. That's how it is working. So also about this, some people are definitely getting this wrong in the market over on X, over on YouTube. You want to see a weak economy for stimulation, and that's bullish for markets. Very important to keep that in mind. So we would like to see some weak data coming in right now. We will be getting our data in 10 minutes, so that's going to be pretty important. But very important to keep in mind, in this current time of the market wants weak data. Weak economy. And now, I can already hear some people saying, oh, but you actually want a strong economy because then retail can invest, blah, blah. No, that's not what the market wants at this moment. Yes, I agree. In the long term, it's actually beneficial to see, and I'll get to this right now. In the long term, it's actually beneficial to see a strong economy because in the long term, that's the most bullish thing that can happen. For example, clear example would be right over here, and we can overlay the interest rates, US interest rates. During this time right here, we actually had a very strong market, strong economy, and interest rates were just consolidating, quite honestly. And yeah, during this very strong economy, we still saw a very bullish bull market. So it doesn't like it's actually in this point of time, in the end of the day, a strong economy wouldn't mean stimulation, but it's still going to be bullish for the markets, because then we would have a look into an example like from 1994 until 2000s, with a strong economy, interest rates being the same, and still markets going up, you know? But in the case of a weak economy and needing stimulation, well then, for example, you can have a look into an example like right over here after the C19 crash, right? Because then stimulation happens, money printing happens, and then you see an example like over here. In either way, it's bullish for the markets, but in the short term, the market would prefer a weak economy for stimulation. Like, if you have a look into the sentiment all around over on X, on YouTube, etc., everybody wants stimulation. Everybody wants money printing. Everybody wants US interest rates to be lowered. So, that is why a weak economy is more bullish for the short term. However, a strong economy, I think, would be better for the long term and would cause for a more sustainable rally. Either way, still in the long term, we're just going to be headed even further to the upside. Yeah, we might be having a look into a multi-year bear market, but not right now. What's going to be the reason for a multi-year bear market? Maybe like an AI boom for the stock market. I don't know. Just predicting something, right? Maybe like an AI boom, but is that the case right now already? No, I don't think so. We've only got really Nvidia going to these trillions and trillions US dollars of market cap, but any other companies that are doing like Nvidia, performing like Nvidia, I'm not sure. So yeah, market is healthy. Market is very healthy for the long term. Doesn't really matter what's happening in the short term, if I'm being really honest. For the long term, actually. But for the short term, it would be nice to get some weak data. Weak data coming in. Anyways, talking about some of my trades in 7 minutes, we're going to be getting the data. Some of my trades, well, Ethereum pulling back in a shorter time frame. Ethereum pulling back in a shorter time frame. I mean, just been getting a rejection from this previous high. I think we're getting rejected, yeah, because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still consolidating here. You might even argue that we've been getting a small rejection already over here, right? It's still just consolidating, getting squeezed up by the Bollinger Bands. And this morning, I've been talking about this squeeze, which is happening, right? Majority of the liquidity is on the top side. Funding rates being very good, very neutral, across the board. Bitcoin dominance. Still pulling back, consolidating at the very least, consolidating at these levels. So exactly what we want to see. What else? Like ETH USDT. I mean, it's pulling back slightly here, but I just think still we're going to see a slow and steady rise, continuation to the upside, regardless what will happen in the shorter time frame. And we're just gonna attack this resistance, and then eventually we're gonna clear out every sell order that's on our way to this resistance, and eventually we're just gonna break this resistance. That's where I'm going to be waiting for. However, for my trade, I'm just going to be waiting patiently. I'm going to be waiting patiently for this Bybit trade, for my take profit to be getting hit. I did also on Bybit have a very small position on Bitcoin. I closed it out 2 hours ago, but it was so small. Like, I'm not gonna update you about it on my Platinum group. About my trade on Weeks, yeah, still sitting in all of my trades. Still sitting in all of my trades. Sui bouncing back slightly. Ina, by the way, Ina being an absolute killer, absolutely performing like crazy. It's insane. It's up 20% again today, right? Something like that. It's insane. We have catched a very good one over here. We've maybe had 2 or 3 bad ones, like Avex, like Pepe, and what other one did we have? I'm not sure anymore. I think Avex, Pepe, and one other. I'm not sure anymore about which one, but they've been getting stopped out, and Ina is just making up for all of the losses, and then Ethereum as well. And I mean, all of the other trades are just making up for it. However, I think Cardano, Ondo, and Solana are pretty good opportunities at this current moment. Maybe even BNB in a shorter time frame. Let's have a look. Because of the money rotation, by the way, everything that's been going on. Yeah, for BNB yesterday, we tipped our toes into this level of support. That would have been a very good opportunity here. It's already bouncing back. But if we tip the toes a little bit deeper, it's very good. For Solana as well, for example, we are still holding above this support. Why are the charts reset? Oh, I'm on the wrong layout. 4 minutes left, guys, for the data. Yeah, Solana, I mean, similar, right? Just dipping its toes into this support. As long as we can still hold above, it's all good. Cardano is a little bit different. I would say this level of support here, but also holding above. Holding above, looking very good. Guys, nothing to complain about for our altcoins here, if I'm being honest. Altcoins are looking all good. What other example do we have? Ondo. Yeah, Ondo also looking very good. Also, arguably retesting the support here. And on the lower time frames, creating this falling wedge, just like Ethereum was creating a falling wedge yesterday, by the way. Yeah, falling wedge over here, looking good. Good opportunity incoming for Ondo. And then Enam just being an absolute killer. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, right now trying to break above this resistance here. Then another coin we liked was Doge. Doge still, I don't know. It's a little bit different. I don't want to be longing Doge here, if I'm being honest. Don't really like to set up myself. Something like Pepe. Pepe I actually really like. It's quite unfortunate Pepe has been getting lost here, man. Really unfortunate. But hey, nothing to do about it. I'm not gonna chase it anymore. That's the thing. If it, like, let it slide if it really just wants to go. You know? I don't want to chase it like here. What are some other top coins we've been having a look into, like XRP? I only want to have a look into the top coins, guys, right now that I'm actually interested in. After that, the data is in 2 minutes, so we will watch that. XRP very good, man. XRP very good. Holding their support. Funding negative. I only don't really like to long XRP here. That's the unfortunate thing, but some other coins showing strength. Sui. Oh yeah, Sui, of course. Sui. A quick checkup on Sui after that, the data. Yeah, Sui still kind of trying to get above this resistance, I would say. We've not really broken above it yet, I would say. But all good, all good. Just give it some more time. Give it some more time. Anyways, let's have a look into the data. 1 minute left. Keep in mind, guys, we want a weak economy here. How's the market reacting? Nothing much yet. Data isn't here yet. Oh, actual 0.9, forecast 0.8, so it's higher. I think this one is bullish, right? Isn't it? It's higher. Yeah. Oh, the employment costs. Okay. PCE is coming 2.8. It's higher than expected. PCE. Yeah, PCE is higher than expected. So that's bearish. right? Yep. We saw a dump. It is like slightly bearish, but not that big of a deal. Slightly bearish. Here. PCE price index, year over year, 2.6%. Forecast was 2.5, so it's higher than expected. That's bearish for the markets. But we've also got the core PC also higher. I mean, as predicted, but higher than the previous. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This one is higher. So yep, that's the data for you. Initial jobless claims expected 222k, actual 218k. So yeah, that's indicating a strong economy still, guys. Strong economy. Oh, wow. Yeah. Just like we talked about, right? Strong economy is short-term bearish for the market, but long-term it's still very good. I mean, long-term it's gonna be very, very good. How's Bitcoin doing? What alpha did I miss? Well, a lot of alpha in the beginning about macroeconomics, like what these numbers will cause for the Bitcoin price action in the short term, long term, and like a strong economy in the long term is only very good, but in the short term, people want stimulation in the market. So in the short term, people want interest rate cuts, and that's gonna boost the prices in the short term. But in the long term, we really want a strong economy, which we're getting now, right? But in like you can see in the short term, markets don't really like that because they just want stimulation. They want money printing, and you're only gonna be getting that with a weak economy. So yeah, dumping on the live again. Yeah, again actually, because we've always been dumping EBTC on the live, and again, I mean, I just went live half an hour ago, so let's draw the box again. I mean, we've got it over here. Also right over here. First, we've got this dump, right? Then a pump, then a dump again. During this live here. Over here, we went live. Over here. Oh, no, not there. Here it was. All of these dumps. Like, you can easily see it. But yeah, it's because I went live, guys. It's because I went live. After the info, yeah, maybe. Market makers are watching. Yeah, market makers are watching the stream, man. And then after I'm done with streaming, well, then we're gonna pump. But like, if I'm streaming, oh man, we're gonna dump. Just sell. Just make an indicator, Mr. Crypto streaming indicator. Nah, but we're just gonna need we're just gonna need a bit more patience. I mean, it's more like the Americans, right? The Americans are just waking up and they think, let's sell. Every day it's the same. They're waking up and thinking, today is gonna be a great time to sell some more. Yeah, man, the market makers are watching me. For sure. I mean, it's no coincidence, right? It's no coincidence. Yeah, test your hodl power. By the way, guys, make sure to push up that like button, that would be very much appreciated. Earnings today. Earnings. Oh yeah, for some companies that could be pretty interesting to watch as well. Let me know if anything significant has arrived. Has come out, but I'm not sure why it doesn't show here on this website. But what will also be pretty important today will be the balance sheet, balance sheet data here at 4 p.m. But that's still gonna be a long time. 4 p.m. ET to Amsterdam. 10 p.m. tonight, guys, for me, for Central European time. So yeah, I'm not gonna be waiting for that. However, it will be an interesting watch. It can definitely boost the markets. When I wake up at EU time, I always think that in the US they are dreaming about selling. Yeah, just dreaming, literally sleeping and dreaming about selling when they wake up. Yeah, strategy earnings will be pretty important. Also, SharpLink. Interested in that one. I think they already announced it, no, or not? Yeah, monthly closes today, though. Monthly closes today. Do you think August will be new alt high for ETH? Yeah, probably. I think this summer, people underestimate this summer. This summer is going to be pretty exciting, in my opinion. I think it will get very exciting. Most people really underestimate it. Think nothing is going to be happening, but I think they're going to be wrong. I'm not a stock guy, man. For sure, 100%. Yeah, Bitcoin is definitely holding up much better than ETH. I mean, ETH is just trying to attack this resistance, quite literally, right? Just, I mean, give it some time. It's a huge level. And whenever it breaks, well, that's going to be the moment where altcoins will fly. But and like on the monthly time frame, we have already broken out. So I mean, ETH is uptrending, and yeah, Bitcoin is still downtrending, consolidating. I mean. I just YOLO'd banker. It's quite unfortunate because I've seen this coin at the very, very bottom. And right now it's exploding. I thought to myself, oh, how can it be this undervalued? And I was like, I'm just gonna let it slide. And it catched up. I mean, sometimes you just have this. Sometimes you just miss it. These massive rallies. Like already a 50x. Just need 20 more subs for the 23.5. It's incredible. Retest the 3760. That's still quite a long way to go down, man. It could, it could. You think so? Do you think layer 2s are the future of Ethereum for a band aid for Ethereum's failure to scale natively? I mean, not really. Yeah, eventually, yes. Eventually, yes. It will definitely boost adoption, but right now I don't think it's that necessary yet. But it would be the best solution, yeah, rather than, for example, another layer 1. L2 is better than another layer 1. What do you think about AI coins? Obviously very bullish. Doing good, man. People are scared of rate cuts, but for me, we don't need rate cuts for... No, indeed, we don't need rate cuts for an alt season. We have seen it in the past. Once you open the Bitcoin dominance, I mean... People think we necessarily need rate cuts, but that's not true. We've seen this altcoin season here with US interest rate hikes. With hikes. Bitcoin dominance was this was the biggest alt season ever. And if you think we need rate cuts, well, we've already seen it over here now. And then it might just have a bit of a delay, but then it will follow over here, right? Like, I don't get why people are bearish here. A nosedive, really. Total 3. I mean, it's still testing resistance, man. On the hourly, yeah, it's dumping. Welcome, man. Different account. Welcome, bro. Big, beautiful bill guarantees money printing. That's more powerful than rate cuts. Yeah, 100%. We just need more money printing. Nah, nothing to be scared about, indeed. Nothing to be scared about over here. Big pump is coming. Let's go, man. Opened the short when you started the stream. That's crazy. Congratulations, man. Potential reversal at 3800, 3750. Back to the upside, yeah. I mean, I still do think that the trend here for ETH will continue to be to the upside, even if we're going to be retesting like all the way down here, maybe. I mean, we could come all the way down here, but I still do think that trend will be to the upside. So yeah, I'm not going to be that worried. Potential, yeah. For me, the next real pump until we find what? Oh, will be the next final leg for Bitcoin. Yeah, it's the last pump. That's not even possible, bro. You started at 2, and that's where we were at the lowest, bro. It's not true. I indeed started at 2. But we were trading over here. Over here. So yeah, we did dump, man. We did dump. And people are especially talking about the ETH BTC dump. Because it's really ETH BTC that's dumping all the time whenever I go live. Not so much about Bitcoin. I mean, ETH BTC dumped like harder, and then Bitcoin just stayed the same a bit. But people are really looking into ETH here. Not so much... yeah, 100%, man. Just text me. QE and QT didn't exist before 2008. With your chat? What? I'm long right now. Nice bump coming. Yeah, I'm also long. I'm also obviously long. Obviously, I mean, I don't want to be bearish. It's just whenever I'm too bullish on the live streams, market makers are watching it and they are dumping it. No, I don't think so. Ethereum to go back to 2100 to grab liquidity is like saying, oh, can Bitcoin go back to 50k to grab the liquidity? Can it like almost halve in price just to grab some of the liquidity? Can we please do a 2k candle on Bitcoin today? That would be amazing. A 2k candle on Ethereum would be better though. Yeah, just a small break from this resistance here, that would be amazing. Not the time to trade. Next thing to watch, like really watch, is gonna be first, of course, the fat balance sheet data tonight. But I guess like this breakout will be the most important thing. From also the Bollinger Bands, which are getting squeezed up massively on the daily. What do you do if you are not trading? Well, then I'm chilling. What a life. Well, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Exactly that type of stuff that you want. Are you confirming this is a bull flag? Yeah. Oh wow, we're getting back up for BTC. Let's go. Eat. Come on, eat. Push up. Push it back up. With haste. Crypto arbitrage? Well, yeah, you can definitely make a lot of money from it if you've got a right strategy. Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's not only the US that moves the markets. It's not only the US. I mean, other countries, if they're gonna buy a lot of Bitcoin, it's also gonna move up the price or like cryptos, you know? That's why we have a look into the global liquidity, not only the US for this indicator here. It's not only the US here. He does it with stocks. He makes 1 mil a month. Bro, you can make a lot of money from arbitrage. You just need to find an edge. For example, you can do so many arbitrages in crypto. You can do like funding rate arbitrage. You can do everything. Like price arbitrage, more like market making, you know? Also slowly bleeding again. Well, I mean, the general trend is still to the upside for ETH BTC, so I'm not that bothered by that. Pump cancelled. Bitcoin's still moving up. Bitcoin is still moving up, so I like what I see. Always bearish. Well, you need to have a look into your data. You need to have a look into your analytics and history because always a post halving summer is always bullish. I don't know where you're getting that information from. Close between 119.1 and 119.9. Yeah, for the monthly candle, that's going to be important. Welcome to the stream, good speed. Welcome. Hype is insanely strong. I saw some news coming out from Hype. Bitcoin dominance is biggest enemy now. Yeah, I think Bitcoin dominance is the most important um, chart to look at, or maybe ETH BTC, but yeah, you want to buy into the strength. Bitcoin dominance is important, bro. Let's go. They're still back. People are too scared with it. Yeah, I get what you mean. They're too panicked by a small pump on Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum just lagging behind, huh? Alright. We're going to the moon, my friend. Shake out and then big pump. I mean, every day we have seen these shakeouts. Let's see. US market is gonna open in half an hour though. Let's bounce it back up. What's some hype right now? Maybe Ethana doing really good. Yeah, all day bullish, but now New York session. I mean, yeah, crazy. take out highs and then back to the lows. We're moving back down. All right. Check it out now. I already checked it in the beginning of the stream. August 1st, well, not that important anymore. Yeah, 100%. People keep on being bearish on being bearish on altcoins every cycle. Bitcoin dumping a bit, Ethereum really taking a shit again. I mean, ETH is dumping again. It's crazy. Mm. Really getting back down again, huh? Alright, how many subs have we got? Oh, we did gain quite a few, okay. Just 15 more for the low target. Anyways, yeah, I can feel a bit like my energy is quite low, and also market's not really doing like anything interesting. We're just dumping. I think it's better. I mean, yesterday I went live already for 8 hours. It's absolutely insane. Today I just think I need to rest a bit more. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day over here. We're just dumping. But one thing is going to be for certain. If anything will happen, I'm gonna update you, of course, in the Platinum group. So make sure to check it out with the first link down below. And also, if you're interested in trading, 30k deposit bonus and 25% fee discount over here, over on Weeks, with already the cheapest trading fees out there on the market with no KYC. So make sure to check that one out with the links down below. And then you can also start printing in the market. If anything significant happens, I'll update you guys on YouTube and for sure in the Telegram channel. And also, what's going to be important to watch is going to be the Fed balance sheet data that we're going to be getting 10 p.m. Central European time and 4 p.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be that could really be very important for the markets, and if anything significant shows. So yeah, give that one a watch. And then for the rest, like, yeah, everything is still on track for the long term. Just a bit of a relief, but I guess, guys, if we're gonna stop and stream, I mean, this should turn around soon, right? Stock market is also about to open in 20 minutes, 23 minutes. So yeah, also update on X for sure, 100%. So yeah, ETH-BTC should turn around over here because I'm stopping with the stream, and also stock market is about to open, guys. Volatility is definitely inevitable right now. Anyways, with that being said, guys, have a good rest of your day. That's one thing that's for sure. Make sure to sign up with the links down below. Trade over on Weeks. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning, and I'll see you in the Platinum group. Bye bye.